Change is inevitable. It's one of the few things in life we can be certain of. But lately, I've been reflecting on the changes we are creating ourselves. The divides, the conflicts, the way we're drifting away from our shared history and our connection to each other. And I've come to realize something. We, the people, we're the ones at the heart of this divide. Somehow, along the way, we've disregarded the lessons of history and what has kept us divided for so long. Our unhealed generational and childhood wounds and outdated learned beliefs like prejudices. We've stopped seeing each other as people, as part of the same human collective. Instead, we've become fixated on choosing sides, following the crowd, and categorizing ourselves into us and them, forgetting that at the end of the day, we're meant to be in this together, that everyone matters. But why? Why have we allowed ourselves to be so divided? Why has choosing sides become more important than understanding each other and that each of us has a unique path on this earth and a story that has shaped us? I think it's because we've started believing that if we're right, others must be wrong. We've traded compassion for competition, empathy for ego, and connection for isolation. We've let this idea of being of a side come before seeing the bigger picture, before seeing the person standing right in front of us. And in doing so, we've become a part of the very divide we complain about, the decline we say we fear. But it doesn't have to be this way. We can choose differently. We can choose to see our shared humanity again, to reconnect with each other. We can choose to listen, not just to respond, but to understand. We can rise above the power, the corruption, the greed, and the lies that have disempowered us and kept this earth divided for far too long. Because we have the power to shape what this world will become. And I believe it's time we start acting like it. Each of us has the ability to make a difference, no matter how small. It could be as simple as showing kindness, as doing what is right, as taking a moment to see the world from someone else's perspective, or even just admitting that we need to do better and that we don't know everything, and that maybe, just maybe, we could all benefit from learning a little more about each other. So here's my message to humanity, my personal reflection. We, the people, need to take action. We need to bridge this divide we've created, to let go of this habit of lacking compassion and choosing sides. We need to rebuild the connections that make us human, because all children, our children, deserve this. It won't be easy, but if we start small, if we start with ourselves, I believe we can make a difference. We can begin to heal this divide. One step, one choice, one act of compassion at a time. And maybe one day we'll look back and see that the changes we created weren't just inevitable. They were intentional. They were the changes that brought us back together, that reminded us of our shared history, our shared humanity, that showed us that we are all ultimately on the same side, the side of humanity.